I haven't slept for 2 days. Oh. So, yeah. Very quick, very short video to give you my impressions on what is shaking the entire tech industry or address the elephant in the tech industry. Not me, but ASUS for once. They did a big poo-poo, and everybody's talking about it. I'm talking about it. Jay-Z2Sense is talking about it. Steve is talking. It's really bad. It's incredibly bad. In a nutshell, Steve has reported this week that current bias on several premium X670E powered ROG motherboards were found to overvolt their SoC, their SoC, so much so that it would blow their RYZEN processor practically out of their socket, irremediably destroying the motherboard in its way, specifically with Ryzen 7000 X3D processors. By the way, I warned you about those processors. I still have some of those processors. They're for so many different reasons, but I'll address that maybe one day on another video. And as a fix, ASUS released right away a beta BIOS, right? A BIOS which was supposedly capping the SoC voltage to avoid that thermal, explosion in your bedroom. I mean, not that thermal explosion shouldn't happen in your bedroom, but not that way. Problem is, it completely fails to fix the issue. On one hand, well, SoC goes way beyond 1.30 volt, as Steve showed us, but ASUS, knowing that very well, did something really, really tricky. At least the optic of it looks really, really tricky and really dishonest. Let me explain. It looks like they kind of set up their beta BIOS as a remedy for the problem, saying to people, come, drink the Kool-Aid, this will make you feel better. It will fix your SoC issue. But on the other hand, removing and voiding the warranty of your motherboard. And when you find out that the said beta BIOS actually does not fix the problem at all, then you are finding yourself with a very explosive motherboard, which was going to blow anyway, and on this occasion will not be able to be replaced by ASUS. And it really looks so bad for ASUS, because it looks like they did that on purpose so that they would bring down the number of RMA going their way. I'm not saying that's what they've done. I know them a little bit. I don't think they would do that intentionally. But the optics are really, really bad. And I really want ASUS to come clear and clean and fix this. And they can do it with two very easy steps. First, remove the void warranty notice on the betas. Whatever you download from the support page of ASUS should be covered by their warranty. And that apparently has been done as of this morning, 15th of May 2023, so definitely a step in the right direction. Second thing to do, well, obviously release a real BIOS. A BIOS will, this time, really work and cap the SoC to 1.30 volt and nothing more, so that we can really enjoy what that motherboard can do, because componentry wise, ROG motherboards have nothing really that other motherboards don't have. I mean, there's a wide menu of things you can put on a motherboard, but it's all more or less the same. And the only real differences between all of them is the software engineering, how they tweak their BIOSes, the options they give you, all this kind of stuff, which is an added value. So maybe the only thing I could really, really advise to ASUS is, and MSI as well, by the way, but that's another topic. Get your software engineering team in order. Make sure that they know what they're doing. Stop acting like an amateur company who's just trying things out and letting us, the consumers, to be the guinea pigs. That has to stop. That has been a problem for the past 2 or 3 years. Do not be surprised to see a bunch of entitled tech influencers pesting and borderline insulting ASUS, which I don't condone because I really have faith in them to fix this stuff ASAP. Until then, for you, my lovely viewers, if you are on the market for a new motherboard, my best advice to you is to avoid the ROG CROSSHAIR series right now for a couple of weeks to see what happens. I'm sure there's going to be a BIOS who's going to fix it all. Until then, just like be careful. For the ones who already have a motherboard of that series, jeez, like, until the new BIOS comes out, do not enable the RAM EXPO profile in your BIOS. You will lose tons of performances, granted, but at least your hardware will stay safe. Anyhow.